Hey there everyone, Jim from the future here. Just a quick disclaimer on this video. There will be a time where you're going to be hearing an echo of me. For some reason, the audio settings in my recording system did something really weird. So you're just going to hear a little bit of an echo of me just for a little bit until I fix it. So I do apologize for that, but please enjoy. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to Griever Productions. We are here with another Vocal Coach Reacts. Now, we once before went through and did a reaction to a bunch of the worst American Idol auditions. And the goal of that was to go through and discuss which of those artists, how I would approach them as a teacher, right? And to see where we would begin in actually training these voices. Now, we're going to do essentially the same thing, but this time I found a video called The Top 10 Worst X Factor Auditions by Calvin here. Let's have a look and see what the go is. So we've got 10 here. We may do the first 5 in this one. We may do, and then split it up into the next one. I'm not sure. So let's have a listen to these, and we're going to come at this with no judgment whatsoever. The whole idea is to approach this as we would teaching a student in the studio. All right, so let's start.
Oh, hello.
Hi.
How are you?
I'm fine, thank you very much.
Good. What's your name, sir?
J-Star Valentine. It's my stage name.
J-Star. And when did you start in music?
I was like 16. I started doing gigs.
And do you think you can win?
I'm sure.
Come on, let's do this.
Sure.
Okay, what are you going to sing for us?
My own version of Alexander Burke, Hallelujah.
Oh, great.
Okay, so interesting song choice. It's an interesting a melodic choice if it is the one that I am thinking of. I mean, there's only one real song known as Hallelujah, which was done by a plethora of different artists, right? So I can see this going incredibly well. Having said that, we are watching a video called Worst X Factor Auditions, so this should be interesting.
Okay, good luck.
Can I?
Got a good voice. So is he the package? Very powerful. Interesting.
Uh-oh.
Yeah! Major the baffle composing. Hallelujah. 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 She tied you to a kitchen chair. She broke a foam and she cut your hair. I'm through. It's not so one. You see the light. It's a cold. It's a broken. Hallelujah. Yeah. Hallelujah. Oh yeah.
Okay. All right. We're in for a long video, aren't we? We're in for a long video, aren't we? Okay. All right. Look, I'm going to be completely honest here. Now, let me take a drink before I get started, because this is going to be a long one. All right, not a terrible voice. I know that might be a strange thing to say. The guy's got pretty decent control. I wouldn't say it's incredible. I think that the biggest problem here comes from the choices that were made. The voice is okay. It's actually a really good starting point. I can hear decent pitch in there. But what was that? Like that was weird. Like that was a weird choice. What I would do in this situation, right, is in my studio, I have everything set up to do recordings, right? And I would go and hit the record button. I would tell them, obviously, that I was hitting the record button, and they would sing the song, and I would play it back to them, and I would get their opinion on it, because that is what would tell me whether or not this person is worth the time. Because depending on what their reaction was, if they went, "Oh, okay, yeah, that doesn't sound great," then that's one thing. If they went, "Yeah, no, that's great, I really like that," then there's a deeper issue there of why. Why does that sound good to you? I understand that a lot of people come into this and the first thing is they want to learn to be different, and that's fine, but learn the fundamentals first, then you can change things to suit you, and then that's when we get into different effects in the voice and stylistic choices, right? The voice is all right. It, again, is just the choices. I don't understand what those choices were, or why they were being made. To summarize, I would record this person, give back, let them hear it back. If they decided that that's exactly the sound they were going for, I would try and guide them away from it, because it was odd and it was jarring, right? If they've got an interesting range, but they were trying to utilize parts of the voice that weren't natural to them and needed work. Overall, not terrible. Not terrible. But let's see what these guys had to say.
I've heard a lot of versions of that song, but nothing as strange as that.
You sang that song like a ghost. Strange.
I couldn't make my mind up whether it was strange or crap. I mean, it was.
I mean, okay, they don't need to be that rude about it, but I suppose it's for the ratings, right?
Like, really weird.
Were you serious?
I was just nervous.
Yeah, we're not connecting the dots.
No, okay. Just nervous. No. They were active choices. There were points in that audition that his voice sounded quite decent. So saying that it was nerves, no, absolutely not. Absolutely not.
Not as musical as maybe you're hearing inside of your head.
Okay.
We're gonna vote right now. You need 3 yeses.
It's gonna have to be a no from me.
It's a no from me.
It has to be a no from me.
And you've got 4 no's.
Yeah.
Thank you for coming.
Thank you.
Yeah. These guys get thousands upon thousands of auditionees like every day that these happen, and the fact of the matter is, yeah, there's work that can be done there. They don't have time. They don't have time for that. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to skip ahead a little bit. All right, let's see this next one.
Yeah.
All right.
That was different. We didn't expect that.
Yeah, it was very different.
And your name is?
Champagne.
Champagne.
That's right.
And how talented are you?
Well, in my opinion, I think I'm very talented, but I'll leave it for you 3 all to judge me.
And Champagne, why have you got 2 pairs of sunglasses?
Louis, that's his image.
That's my image.
Bit of bling, guitar.
So Champagne,
So he
will you
does.
sing, please?
Don't go adjusting your monitors, by the way. This is the quality of this clip. Why? Brother, you don't need that. You don't need that. Whatever that mic thing is right there, whatever that is, you don't throw it away. First thing. It actually, you know what it looks like? It looks like one of those cones that has the ball on the top. You press the button and it launches off, and you got to like catch it back into the thing. Anyway, I should listen to it.
If I could see it, then I can do it. If I don't believe it, there's nothing to it. I believe I can fly. I believe I can touch the sky.
Thank you.
I think.
Thank you.
Oh no, he's gonna react poorly. Hang on.
You came in, you called yourself Champagne, you sounded like house wine. I mean, that sort of sums up the performance.
Oh, snap. Oh, snap. Okay, look. I don't think... I'm sure there are worse auditions than this. I thought his voice was fine. My biggest issue is that he very much copied absolutely everything. He seems to be what I call a good mimic in what he does, because he very much mimicked the exact tonality that is in that song, which is interesting. It's a feat within itself. I would actually recommend people that can do that sort of thing go into voice acting. Like, seriously, voice acting is very viable. And but to be honest, I would get this person to kind of take it back a little bit, maybe drop the key down of the song a little bit, just so that it's in a more comfortable range for them, and then work them up to getting that higher into that higher key. The issue is that I'm sure that they really like the original and they want to emulate the original, which is fine, but like, if I had $1 for every time I had somebody come into the studio that wanted to be Mariah, wanted to be Whitney, wanted to be, all of these different people, like one of them wanted to be Steven Tyler. If I had $1 for every time that had happened, I'd be a millionaire, right? But what we want is for you to find your own voice. There's already one of those people. It's okay to take inspiration. And it's like story writing and songwriting, right? You're going to take inspirations, no matter where you look. Everything has been done to some extent. You're going to take inspirations, but by completely emulating that and just doing exactly what we've already heard, then you're not bringing anything new. And then it gets lost, because it's already been done. So, and I don't mean this to sound cruel, but at that point, if it's already been done, then nobody's going to care. So what we need to do is find ourselves, find where we sit in the music industry, see where our voices naturally lie, and sing for that. That's pretty much it. This gentleman actually has a lovely voice, but it was nothing new. It was exactly the same as the recording.
He looks like the deli counter at Sainsbury's.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
But that's my image of white.
No, honestly, Champagne, it's not good enough. Champagne.
See, you know what? If he came in with that, he might have had a better shot, because that was actually really lovely.
Champagne, we're going to say no.
Oh, sweet.
Okay, Louis, yes or no? Champagne, please. Champagne, please. Champagne, you're not going to change my mind. Champagne.
Okay. All right. So he keeps going on, all right, but he actually has an incredible falsetto that a lot of men don't get. Like, a lot of men don't know how to utilize. So I would have gone in with that song from the get-go. Anyway.
Champagne! We're not going to change our mind, honestly.
No.
No.
Champagne, you're flat.
Okay. I need to take a breather. I need to take a breather.
What's up? What's your name?
Dylan.
Dylan.
Lost no, sorry.
How old are you, Dylan?
18.
18? Where y'all from?
Kentucky.
How'd you get here from Kentucky? Did you drive?
Actually, I sold my truck and and come here. Man, I had to get an airplane ticket and be here like right then and right there, you know, and be there, you know.
Sold your
and
truck to get a ticket here.
Yeah,
Holy,
So this
really?
competition really means a lot to you.
the world, man,
Do you want to be a singer?
more than anything.
So what would you
Hearing all of this just makes me nervous because, I mean, look where it ended up. And it ended up on a worst X Factor auditions compilation, so I'm already like internally cringing. But I hope this guy's good.
do with a $5 million recording contract? What's the first thing you would buy?
A truck.
That was funny.
Okay, Dylan. I'm guessing talking is not your strong suit, so we're going to go straight to the singing.
Introduce it, bro. Introduce
All right,
the
you
song.
ready?
Ready? I'm ready.
Introduce the song.
Oh, okay. I got this car from this Bugatti. I'm strong in this Bugatti. 2 BS ain't no such thing as dropping come on this Bugatti. I bet I'm worth my pants. The curb don't because right now I'm having cat. I swear I'll be the sickest you can. The nurse said if you throw it in a bag, I bet I'll stay. Her personal chaos. You last. I'm first. I'm on you. Like your butt. Get back, I'm talking. Your body. Listen, what's the matter? Check your bladder. I'm the.
For the love of everything that is holy, why have I done this? Okay, alright. I've got no idea where I would begin. I have zero clue, because what we heard there was nothing other than screamed words and an attempt at some form of rhythm. I don't even know what song that was. I have no idea. Okay, if this person came into my studio, I would ask them to sing something else. See if this was the style that they really wanted to do and that they really wanted to go with, and try to compromise with them, potentially tell them at the end of that singing is most likely not for them. This reeks of immaturity, of somebody who has been like, look, it's one thing to have goals. It's another thing to come into this with delusion. Goals and delusion are very different things. Basically, I don't know what this guy did for a living before. They may have said, I've tuned it out. Singing is not for this person. At least in terms of what I do, I would recommend somebody else. If they want, if this person wanted to be in more of the rap side of things, I know people that I would suggest to them. I would give those people a call first and just say, hey, by the way, this person is I've recommended them to you. But don't be afraid of telling them that it's not for them. Oh God. All right.
What's your name?
My name is Gillan.
Hello, Gillan. And who do you aspire to be like?
I can be as big as Celine Dion.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay, Celine Dion. That's another one. That's another one that is like people have come into my studio a lot and been like, oh, I want to sing like Celine Dion, and that's fine. And I believe I mentioned in the video of Tommy Johansson when he did "My Heart Will Go On" that I mentioned it as in terms of that song, but I'm going to expand that now. Anything when it comes to Celine Dion, if you don't nail it, it's bad. She makes her stuff seem so incredibly easy. But if you get it, it's phenomenal, and you've done an incredible job. If it is bad, really bad. That's all I've got to say about that one. So let's hear what this lady has.
What are you going to sing for us today?
Celine Dion said, "My Heart Will Go On."
Okay.
No, she's not. No, you're not. No, you're not. And ladies and gentlemen, I feel like you're about to get a prime example of what I've been saying.
When you're ready.
Every night in my dream, I see you, I feel you. That is how I know you go on. Far across the distance and spaces between us, you have come to show you go on. Me far wherever you are, and you hear me in my head, and my heart will go on and on.
Okay, look, I'm actually going to be completely honest with you. I am pleasantly surprised. Quite genuinely, I expected that to be far worse. But she got those notes. Were they confident? No. But look, there's a whole heap of reasons as to why they wouldn't have been confident in that moment. But she got them. I don't know what. I don't think singing is her thing, but I'm impressed with the notes that she was able to hit. How I would combat that, and how I would approach this, right? I would again bring the key down a little bit, because it is very high, and I would try to. I worry that what I'm going to say here is going to sound insensitive, because it's clear that she has a very thick accent, right? And I don't want any of this to sound insensitive. That's not the purpose of any of this, right? I would sit her down with the lyrics and break down the lyrics into its individual vowel sounds and help her to get the pronunciation of each individual word. Because what would happen then is she would fall more into the Latin vowel sound that I have spoken about in previous videos. What she's doing here is what I'm guessing is falling into more of her native tongue, whatever that may be. And she's focusing more on the consonants rather than the vowel sounds. So if we were to reverse that way of thinking and think more on the vowel sounds, you know what? She may do okay. But the pitch wasn't bad. was wobbly at points. She's probably nervous. Or maybe I'm just sucking down copium at this point. I'm not sure. But I don't think she's a lost cause. I think that she is teachable. It would take time. It would take time because there are a lot of habits there that need to be that would need to be broken. Oh, actually, that's another thing as well because she's got this very forward sound. Near, far, wherever you are. Whatever. I can't even do it properly because it's like it's so forward in the mouth. Like she's almost singing like this, where the sound is really far forward. But if we could find a way to kind of force the sound back, so you near, far, wherever you are, it would be much easier for her, and it would sound much fuller, rather than this near, far, wherever you are, which is I can't even hit the note when I do it like that. These are the things that I would do. It would be a process. It would take long. It would take a decent chunk of time to get her to a point where it would be considered good, and people would want to kind of listen to it, but not a lost cause by any means.
What was that you sang?
Celine Dion song. Celine Dion.
My heart will go on.
That wasn't...
And on, and on, and on.
I mean, look, darling, it's not just that you have a bad voice. I honestly can say I've never heard anything like that in my life. I mean, you were singing notes which have never been invented.
It was powerful.
That is another thing as well. I will give her props for this. This is going to sound like criticism, but I'm going to actually give her props for this. Singing a cappella can sometimes be hard, especially when you're not a singer, because you've got to remain on key, right? So that you don't accidentally go up in key into a key that you can't sing in, or down, similarly, the same thing, right? She didn't stay in the same key. She did step up a couple of times, which is usually what happens. You'll usually kind of creep up in pitch, but I didn't think it was like... I didn't think anything was necessarily wrong. She was just going into the wrong key. It's workable. It's workable. It's workable. All right, so this will be the last one before I break up this video. Oh, let's see. Let's see how this goes.
I just want one good person. Just one.
3, 2, 1.
Hello. What's your name?
My name's Sophie Stalker.
Okay, and Sophie, where are you from?
Hartlepool.
Say Sophie Stalker. When you do these shows, you can kind of change your name. I don't mean change your name like in the legal sense. I would have gone with a stage name other than Stalker. But to each their own.
And Sophie, is this your first audition?
Yeah, in front of a live audience like this, yeah.
Okay. And who's with you today?
My mum, my dad, and my auntie.
And are they supportive?
Yeah, very supportive.
Okay. Okay. What's your song?
Love You I Do by Jennifer Hudson.
I love this song. I adore this song. No. I just remember what we're watching.
Okay.
I actually really like this song.
Go on, Scott.
Go on,
Good luck, Scott.
I met a man quite like you. You're strong and you're smart. You take my heart and I give you the rest of me too. You're the perfect man for me. I love you. I know. As long as you drive, I'm along for the ride your way.
before.
She can even do, I know she can even do better.
You can do better than this, yeah?
Cause you'll always be true. Never claim long, yeah, that this will be. Oh, yeah. For me, listen.
They all look just like her.
Do you reckon they do?
Yeah, do you? I reckon.
Hard to tell.
It's almost enough to be true. You're the perfect man for me. I love you, I do. Thank you.
Why did I decide to do this today? It's clear to me. Okay. All right, let's break this up. Let's break this up into parts, right? It's clear to me she has had no formal training, right? She needs it. She first of all scales. We would run scales because I don't know where she was pitching to the start of that. I have no idea, right? No clue what she was pitching. But she needs to know where it is, where to come in, what notes are required, right? Not to mention she was just belting the whole way. There's nothing wrong with belting if you're doing it right. A lot of untrained voices, when they belt notes, they won't hit it, and they'll miss the notes completely. They'll usually come way under the note, which is what was happening here. It could usually come way under the note and become what we call flat. Like it'd be flat. You've got to hit the note perfectly on. They're underneath. They're flat. And then I don't know what this. I don't know what's with weird mouth things today. Like.
I love you, I do.
Like what did she think? What was? Where is this?
As long as you travel along to the right joy.
Yeah, like don't. There's no need for that. Like, so there's been a lot of instances in which you kind of get told, okay, drop your jaw when you're singing, right? Yes, but what she's doing there is like, it's unhuman. She's like, it's like a snake unhinging its jaw to eat something. You're the perfect man for me. I love you, I do. You don't need to do that much here. By doing all of that here, it's like, it's overcompensating things, and that's why you're getting weird tones. You're the perfect man for me. I love you, I do. Or whatever, however she's doing it, right? It's completely over enunciated, and it is completely unnecessary. Completely unnecessary if you just sing it, right? So a lot of singers fall into this trap where they will overdo it because they think that singing needs to be that much harder than when they're speaking. It's not necessarily the case, right? What I would do is I would sit her down, pull it apart, pull everything apart, right? We would go for simplicity. We would break it down into its absolute simplest forms. And I've just noticed that my camera keeps pausing on me. Stop doing that, please. We would go through and we would break it down into its absolute simplest little components, and we would perfect them. And then we would put them all together and then hope this doesn't come out. She's definitely another one that is workable. But for me, she's got incredible confidence, right? And what a lot of and a problem that can arise with confidence is overconfidence and arrogance, right? Not saying that I think that she's arrogant. I'm saying that there is the potential of that, where they may just go, no, I'm not doing that. I've had that before. I've genuinely had students come in here before that I've tried to help do certain things, and they have turned around and they've gone, no, I'm not doing that. All right, then you don't need me. But anyway, so that's... Whew, okay. Well, that's the first half of this. I'm going to break this up into the next one. I'm going to go and change my shirt because this has made me sweaty. I'm not kidding. Like, I'm sweating from the stress of this. So thank you guys so much for watching. Like if you've enjoyed, subscribe, do all that sort of stuff. Leave in the comments below any videos you would like me to react to. And you know what? Put some in the description that you think are bad. That's what I want you guys to do for this one. Put some links or link me to something that you guys think is just absolute hot garbage, and I will react to it, and I will give my honest opinion. I think that would be fun. Let's see how that goes. All right, so thank you very much, and I will see you in the next one. Okay, bye-bye.